Oh, it's like that, I forgot.
Help! Help us!
Perfect day to work.
Yeah?
Perfect day to work.
Yes. That's it.
My hair. Watch out.
I look like a sandwich. It's quite windy.
So we just arrived on the land and it was quite rainy in the morning. Now it's just windy, but it's still like super wet. Everything is soggy and we have puddles everywhere. So we can work with that today. But it also means that we won't be able to like prune, because for that it needs to be at least a bit dry, and tomorrow it should rain too, so we wait with that. But we want to do some replanting today from some trees, and we have some strawberries here, some white ones and some we watered at the store, and we're gonna plant them also on under our fruit trees. So that's the plan for today. Let's see if we stick to that or what else will show up.
And it's super windy.
It's very windy. And
we just took out our little carts from our super shed.
the reason why we need to replant some trees is, for once, we have some 2 pistachios here from last year still, and they are still in their vase. So we needed to wait for winter month to be able to replant them into the actual soil. So we do some preparations for that. And the other thing is that we planted some trees here last year along that border of our land, and up there is an IBC. And the plans so far are now that there on top we'll be building a little house. So because of that we need to somehow rescue those trees here that we planted here, so that they won't be disturbed from the constructions and all that. So we're gonna make like one area on the land with all our fruit trees, to have them gathered there, to be more in charge of the watering, to control all that easier. So we're gonna also relocate the IBCs, the 2 that we have, to over there to our little fruit tree orchard. So that's the plan. We have in total 4 trees here, so 1 orange, 1 lemon, 1 pomegranate and 1 fig tree. Let me break this down for you. This is our land, and we got it with some vines, an old pear tree, some olive trees, and a bunch of other fruit trees in the corner, of which 2 unfortunately didn't make it after we replanted them last year. We got ourselves a little shed, planted some new fruit trees, some almond trees, of which 1 unfortunately didn't make it too, and we got ourselves 2 IBCs container to water the freshly planted trees, and also our 2 pistachio trees that we got and that are still in their vase. So our plan for this week would be to dig out the dead trees and to relocate some other fruit trees to make like a little fruit tree orchard in the corner. Means the lemon and the orange will go to the corner on the down right, and also the pistachios will finally find their way into the soil. Which means in the end we will also need to relocate our IBCs to secure the water irrigation there. So we're gonna remove 2 dead trees here now. It's 2 pear trees,
We're going to remove some trees now.
You can see what kind of soil we have here. It's super clayey, super heavy, and in summer when it's like all dried out you have no chance to even dig in it, and right now it's just super massive and heavy and wet, and I think you could even build a house with that level, like
You can see there's like a pond. There's probably some frogs here around too. Yeah. And it's super windy today, so tomorrow we hope it's a better day without so much wind, because we want to prune our vines. So we're now just keep digging. As you can see here, we have a warrior here. Look at that.
So that's the holes that we have for now. One's that, and over here is the other one. So one more to go, and then we're gonna bring the other trees.
Okay, so small update from our thinking. Me and Ella. We are gonna do 3 holes in this row. And so we're gonna put a pomegranate here, a lemon, and an orange tree there where she's digging very strongly, because we need to put our EBCs that are over there on here, because we don't have any pump, so the water will just flow with the gravity under that. I think it would look cool, and futurely we would put our greenhouse there and some vegetable beds there.
We go to the tree now. So the lemon is out. It wasn't doing too well on this spot. We're not quite sure why. Maybe it was too heavy on the soil. So what we're gonna do now is put more sand and stones into the soil to kind of loosen it more, that it's not so clayey and heavy on the tree, and we hope that it will go more green again or yeah, thrive more vigorously. The roots look okay. I think it's just the heavy clay here.
Time to work, Simão. Time to work. This is Simão, our little neighbor. Oi. What you doing, Simão? Ai, ai, que maluco. Ai, que lindo. I'm gonna plant our lemon tree. Thank you. With a little help of our Simão, the dog from the area. It's quite windy today. Still windy, but the sun decided to show up on us, which will help us to work out better. We got some dirt going. We're gonna do some mixture there. We got some perlite and some sand in the car. We are now gonna plant the lemon tree, orange tree. So, update from the day. We got a new place for the lemon tree and the orange tree, and we reserved a space for our future lime tree.
Rooted for life. Ta-da! As our last duty of the day, we were preparing some biochar and biofertilizer to use it later on in the week. For that, we were breaking down some charcoal and mixing it with rainwater and compost to kind of activate the coal and bind the nutrients into the structure of the charcoal that will be later on released into the soil. Good morning, everyone. Today is a new sunny day and we are here on the land getting ready for our big pruning day, because for the next days there won't be any rain. So it's the perfect timing to do the cuttings on the vines and on our fruit trees. And yeah, so let's see how far we go with that today and what else we will be doing.
We have some sand and gravel on the car, if we have time enough to do the replanting of the pistachios. You can show here what we have on the car. We went to the store to buy some sand and some gravel, so to see if we have time to replant the pistachios and see what happens. But first, the cutting of the vines are more important, because as you see, it's super sunny and it's useful for us to be sunny, and we always have the help of our Simo neighbor, right?
So just a little recap of what we've done yesterday. These two trees here are replanted on the new spot with the other trees around here. And we decided to let the pomegranate tree over there on the place, because it most likely won't disturb the construction work that will be happening there at some point now. And so yeah, it's these two for now, and we'll see what other trees we might add up here in the future. These are our vines that we have here on the land, and it's more or less like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5 rows that we're gonna prune today. And last year we didn't had that much of a harvest, but it was a very humid spring, so in the area a lot of people didn't really had an enjoyable harvest. So we hope that this year maybe it will be a bit better. We're gonna, after we prune, we're gonna put some neem oil or spray some neem oil on the vines and hopefully with that we can prevent some pests or some fungi. This is our first vine that we're gonna prune today, and what we've learned last year is that you need to be quite radical with the pruning. We were a bit shy last year, let's say that, and then a neighbor came to us and explained us a bit more. So what you basically do is you see the old branches and you choose like one main branch, and all the side ones you're gonna cut off completely, and from the main branch you're gonna leave like 1 to 2 buds. So what I'm gonna do is cut off the side ones completely, and from this main one we're gonna leave like a little tip. And this is what we're gonna do with all the branches. So we're gonna take off the side ones. Here's the butt. This we don't need two. Here we can decide if we leave it two or if we're gonna cut one off completely. What we're gonna do here, maybe we cut this one off and leave it for that one. And this is one that we're gonna continue to all the vines right now. So let's go.
I'm just walking and some people are hardworking. I'm just a bit too lazy and want to enjoy the sun. Look here who's working on the vines. I'm doing hard work. We intend to do all the vines today. I think it's feasible. She's working and Timo is helping us cleaning around. Might as well go work on my row down there, you know?
Yeah, we need to clean here the green tree.
We will clean around too. Yeah. I'm going to my row. I'm going.
So the pruning on the vines is done for today, and what we're gonna do now is to spray like the cuttings that we did with some neem oil. This helps to prevent that the freshly cutted vines are attacked by pests or fungi, and that it just heals better all in all. So this is what we're gonna do now. Neem oil is a natural product, so we're not putting any chemicals here. It's like a natural protection for the plants. The other big project for today after pruning the vines will be these two sweethearts here. They were all the winter in their buckets, and if you remember, they were stuck in these holes here, which are full of water. So they were basically drowning in there, and yeah, for pistachio, it's not good for any tree, but for pistachios especially not. and so we're afraid that their roots might be a bit rotten already. Maybe not, maybe yes. We were checking the trees themselves. They still are alive, so we just try now to plant them with a good mixture of a lot of sand and gravel stones to kind of have at least some space for them, a better drainage of the water, and to keep them more in a drier surrounding for their roots. So the new place will be around our other trees, and we choose that place down here because for once it has a lot of sun during the day, especially in summertime, so it will be around here. And also we hope that it's not as watery as it is down there, because here it makes like a slope down, so down there the water gathers a lot. So we prepare the space here and hope they like it more, and will flourish here.
We have sisters with that.
So let's just put it down.
Yeah.
Like
If we don't have any, go
2
buy more.
shovels. Watch out. So we have some sand.
You want to mix here?
Mm-hmm.
Scissor. Just to... No, just... Okay.
Sure?
No.
So what we're trying to do now is basically loosen up a bit the soil that we have here with sand and some gravel. Just a bit, not much, because this becomes after time that
More?
that's good.
Putting some sticks on the pistachios so they don't fly with the wind, because now in the end of the winter and spring There's always a lot of rains and winds. Has the orange and the lemon, they have a stick like this. It will be helpful for them to build roots, and we will still prune them a bit because they're quite wild now. And let's hope they like the new home. Not so soggy this time.
By the end of the day, I finally came to plant my strawberries under 2 fruit trees, and we went over to, of course, do some cleaning on the land. The cutting of the grass never ends, and all in all, we were just enjoying the last hours there of the day. And with this, we end this video. Let's see what awaits us next.